Good morning. Today, the Select Committee on China meets to examine the rise of China's auto industry and what it means for America's economy and national security. For more than a century, the automobile has been more than just a mode of transportation. It's been a symbol of American innovation, industrial strength, and middle-class prosperity. Millions of families rely on auto sector jobs, and America's ability to produce world-class vehicles has always been tied to our nation's global competitiveness. That foundation is now under threat. China's auto sector is not a commercial success story. It is a political project of the CCP. In just 5 years, China has gone from a minor exporter to the world's largest auto exporter, shipping 6 million vehicles abroad last year at below-market prices that U.S. and allied automakers cannot match. With massive subsidies, control over raw materials and supply chains, and a predatory regulatory regime, Beijing has turned its auto industry into a tool of the state. We've seen this playbook before in steel, shipbuilding, drones, polysilicon, displays, and many other sectors. Each time, subsidized Chinese capacity flooded global markets, bankrupted competitors, and left the United States dependent on China. We cannot allow the same to happen to autos. Some companies have already begun to move in the right direction. General Motors, for example, has taken meaningful steps to diversify its supply chains out of China, reshore critical production, and rebuild American industrial capacity. That kind of leadership shows what's possible when U.S. firms commit to competing on secure, resilient, and American-made foundations. But even when some U.S. companies are taking responsible steps, the national security threat from Chinese-built systems remains even more chilling. Modern vehicles are digital eyes and ears on wheels. They contain cameras, microphones, sensors, and cellular modules that constantly collect data. If those systems are built by Chinese firms subject to Beijing's laws, then every car is a potential spy platform with a kill switch inside. Experts warn that Chinese suppliers are already controlling more than 70% of the global market for the cellular modules that can connect vehicles to networks. That dependency creates 3 risks. First, Beijing could cut off supply in a crisis, leaving American automakers unable to finish vehicles, similar to during COVID when our automakers were unable to get the chips they needed. Second, hidden malware could disable fleets of cars and trucks or turn them into battering rams on wheels. Imagine a Chinese invasion of Taiwan with senior U.S. leaders rushing toward the Pentagon and White House to coordinate a response, only to find the roads blocked as Chinese-made vehicles suddenly stall, veer, or lock their brakes. Third, the massive streams of data generated by cars, from location histories to private conversations, could be siphoned directly to Beijing. So what comes next? First, we must close the loopholes. Our trade agreements must be enforced and, if necessary, rewritten to keep adversary cars out. Second, we must codify and expand the Commerce Department's connected vehicle rules, which bar PRC-linked connectivity hardware and software from our roads. Third, we must protect the domestic sales of vehicles made by foreign entities of concern. Losing our auto industry would mean losing 1 million direct jobs and millions more across the service and supply chains. It would mean ceding a pillar of American manufacturing to a hostile power and losing critical manufacturing capacity. It would jeopardize our security by accepting new vulnerabilities on our own roads. We can avoid that trap and stop the CCP's loaded gun from threatening us if we take decisive action, strengthen our defenses, invest in our own capacity, and set clear rules of the road. I look forward to the testimony of our witnesses and to working with my colleagues to make sure America's auto future is secure, competitive, and free.